What's going to buy? You can find for him. Boy, I am dishing out videos left and right here. It's like my third thing I recorded today because I'm kind of trying to get things uploaded to the channel on the back burner so I can try to upload something every other day to the channel due to the fact that I've got other things I have to record for other channels as well as go play some Xenoblade Chronicles X. Record all this on the same day because I need to go back and play the game because this game is fun as hell. I love it. I am a sucker for JRPGs. But this is Champion Yosenju. The idea of this deck came from the rising popularity of Yosenju, which I've always been a fan of Yosenju's. I'm not hopping on a bandwagon, technically, per se. I'm seeing the different things people use Yosenju, Kaiju, Kaiju Yosenju, Cyframe Yosenju, which to me that kind of looked kind of fun. I want to try to maybe build that. I'm not a big fan of Cyframe, but the deck does look kind of interesting. And I wanted to try to do something sort of like that, but kind of more random, which is Champion Yosenju. The idea is Champion and how Yosenju push pressure on the board, sort of how the Cyframe Yosenju deck works, where the Cyframe kind of negate stuff, and the Yosenju's put pressure on the board in order to push for damage in return back to the hand, so that way your Cyframes are live. Ingenious, and people say there's no creativity in the game anymore, because that is a very awesome thing to think of, and I don't know how to think of that first. Well, or just at all, personally, because that's a pretty cool idea. But I'm hoping I'm the first one to think of this. I'm not, oh well, I would not get the glory of it, but shit happens. Anyway, to start things off, we have the two Mist Valley Thunderbirds, even from Thunderbirds, and we have the triple Winter Rabbit, kind of staple of the Chain Beat variant of the Chain Beat decks. I did a little research on the Chain Beat deck itself, considering I have very little knowledge of the deck itself, and I noticed that they were playing only 2 Thunderbirds and 3 Rabbits, and for good reason. I understand why. Because of the fact that Rabbit is more chainable than Thunderbird, for Thunderbird only reacts to effects. Winter Rabbit is just whenever it freaking feels like it, it can just banish itself on a whim. It's just like Bugs Bunny. Instead of making a wrong try uppercut, he just pops on it back in his hole and then comes on out whenever, during the next standby phase. Your next standby phase is actually pretty cool. So these are your chainable cards, really. Then we have a Brotherhood of the Firefist Bear as one of just the pop things for tanking. We have Banish of the Radiance because it's anti-mana, why not? Then we got the Yosenju Engine 2,1, 2,2, and a 3. Searching with 3 is not essential. It's just here because it's a Yosenju, and that's really about it. Your main go-to guys are going to be Yosenju 1 and 2. Being able to bounce monsters back to your opponent's hand, as well as to be able to attack directly. It's half damage still. Damage is damage. It's always nice. Then we have 2 trap decks Mario Mellow because you want to be able to sort of some of our traps, some of our trap hole type of traps. And it is just an overall good card. Then for the spells, you have Triple Duality. The deck is not really fast. It doesn't really special summon at all unless you're going to exceed. Since Thunderbird and Rabbit don't really special summon themselves, they just return back to the field. So the whole, oh, you can't special summon this turn is not really there, per se. Then we got the triple tanky because, well, we got Yosenju's Bear and Winter Rabbit, so normal builds typically only play, I've seen 2 tankies, but since we added more Beast Warriors to the mix, tankies there, right then and there. Then I got 2 Black Guard and a Silver Arcacos, kind of the basic field spells for Chain Beats. Silver Arcacos more so to the fact that it also works very well with Yosenju's, which I main deck in my Yosenju's as my regular Yosenju's, because of the fact that it's just a good card. It makes them more powerful if you're going with more stun variant, but this works very well, making like my Kyle 2100 attack, which is really nice. And things like Trap Check to Marmero is 2100 as well, so it's actually really cool. And of course, Black Garnet is kind of like the field clogger of the deck. You kind of special summon a bunch of monsters to come back, and boom! Clogger field monster works really good with Yosenju's. I love it. I love it. You can spam fuck the field and just, they can't do anything now because the field is clogged. Especially if you just have like your Thunderbird or Rabbit defense mode after they've been resummoned. It's actually really cool. Then it mainly play the game of, can I draw Red Egg or Dark Hole to do this shit on your life. And we have the Regeki for the monster. Hey, terraform research on my field spells. And we have the 2 forbidden lands that can protect my monsters from things like the Black Garden, as well as annoying traps like bombs and all that stuff. And if only it could stop warning, and notice that would be even more better, but you can't have everything. For the traps, you have 2 escape device. It's just the chain beat. Talking here is kind of what the deck does. I'm playing 2 because it's sort of a variant, and yeah, it's kind of the reason why. 2 lose one turn, it's an anti-meta stun because you kind of have to lose one turn, and that's about it. Double Mirror Force, you can use Storm Mirror Force, Burn Mirror Force, doesn't really matter, but I'm sort of trying to make this deck as cheap as I possibly can. So this is a deck you can actually build IRL, and I know not everybody can afford Storming Mirror Force, so I'm just putting Mirror Force. But if you're playing online, I would sort of recommend playing the Storming Mirror Force. But alas, I've been going for cheapness as I possibly can. Bottom of the trap hole, we have Traptrix, Trap Hole, Nightmare, Void Trap Hole, and we have Time Space Trap Hole. 3 very good Trap Hole cards, amazingly powerful cards. We got the Solemn Warrior, the Compulse, and the Vanity's Emptiness, considering the fact that you're rarely going to be special summoning at all with this deck. So it's a nice little counter, and plus it goes very well with your chain beat monsters as well as your Yosenjus, because they can return back to the hand and these get banished, so they won't really affect emptiness. And since they get returned to the field instead of be special summoned, they get our emptiness. So it's a nice little combination there, and especially with Silver Calcos, they won't get destroyed because they're not special summoned. So yeah, especially with Thunderbird, goes up like 1950 attack plus seal, extra 500. That's kind of scary in my opinion. Anyway, on to the extra deck. We first some of the rank 3s, because we do have some rank 3s. We can actually go into the rank 3s. Always has to have. We have Acid Golem, Ghost Trick Alley card, and Zinmains. Beat them up, pop, and sit on my ass. It's kind of my way to describe these 3 cards right here. And I love Zinmains, sit on my ass. That's kind of what it does. For the rank 4 Exceeds, we do have a Rebellion Exceed draw, because it's one of my favorite Exceeds. I love playing it. Browning is 0 because you're starting to see more rise, and the popularity of thinking Pokemon, attack boosting effects nowadays. So you're starting to see that a little bit more, so it's always good to have that. 101 because it's 101 Castell, Direwolf to pop shit, because we don't have Exxon anymore. QQ. Abyss Dweller is the Abyss Dweller. Cowboy, why not? Diamond Crab King, Artland Draco, we have Chidori, we have a Tellerknight, and a Tellerknight Constellar Diamond, pretty much shit on dark decks. Yeah, that's just so. This is Chain Beat Yosenju. It's a pretty fun deck. I have enjoyed playing it a lot. I am still sort of working on the deck and tweaking it, but this is sort of version 1 of the deck. And y'all can actually throw suggestions in the comment section below cards I should add to the main or extra deck if I didn't mention in the video already that I may try it or not, or if I put an annotation saying, hey, I forgot to put this card in, or I added this card. So make sure to pay attention to that as well, because I don't want to mention stuff that I've already mentioned. That would be kind of annoying, to say the least. So please listen to the entire video, as well as pay attention to the video, because make sure no annotations have popped up talking about a card that you might want to suggest or ask why it's not in the deck. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile and the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.